People trust, collaborate, invest in, buy from people, not companies. It's deeply ingrained in us. Ultimately, any brand is a personal brand. Now more than ever before in history, the value you bring can be enjoyed by anyone, anywhere, at any time. And in this episode of Headspace, I will share how your personal brand is the most valuable asset you have in the corporate, business, and nonprofit world, how understanding your personal brand can help you shine brighter and flourish for longer in this episode of Headspace. Thanks for joining me. Here we go. Before we continue, I want to ask you for a huge favor. If you like what we create here, help us spread the word. Give us a review, give us a 5-star rating somewhere. If you're listening on audio, hit the bell button, hit the like button, share with friends. Help us grow the channel. It helps us create more content for you, invite amazing guests. Thank you in advance. Let's get back to it. People trust people and not companies. This is why big corporations have CEOs and spokespeople with a public appeal and charisma. Amazon has Bezos, Microsoft has Gates, Tesla has Musk, Apple has Jobs. Athletes and artists not only represent brands now, but start their own shoe lines, perfumes, tequila brands, etc. Early in my career as a popular artist in Eastern Europe, I had deals with Guess, Adidas, Head and Shoulders shampoo. They were attaching their brand to my personal brand. They wanted people who trust me to also trust them. Just a few years ago, this was only accessible to a tiny minority of big names. But now there's a revolution going on. Platforms like YouTube, Facebook, TikTok have created a world where anyone can be the brand. You might be glazing over going, oh, I'm not a social media person. Stick with me and I'll show you how you can be the brand without any social media presence whatsoever. Now, if you're willing to consider social media, let me tell you this. Anyone who creates content that delivers value can attract thousands or even millions of people who trust them. No middleman, no gatekeepers, no delays, instant response. It doesn't have to be polished. It can even have sort of this work in progress feel. It just needs to be authentic. People are good at catching the fake. If you have expertise, if you have skills you can teach other people, if you have ideas, products, services you can offer, all you have to do as a first step is to just turn on the camera. As of the recording of this video, about 30 or 40,000 people access my content throughout the platforms every single week. Now, if you are watching this 6 months or a year later, this number might be 5 or 10 times more. It's actually quite remarkable. Some people will watch for a few seconds and swipe up. Others will resonate deeply, subscribe, gain something from it, learn, grow, share with others. Still others will become paying subscribers or customers. You become a brand when people trust in what you bring to the table consistently, right? And authentic trust is built by knowing someone over time. So when I create valuable content, it's sort of a similar thing where people spend hundreds of hours each week getting to know me, listening to my voice, listening to my insight, and they start trusting what I say because it's helping them in their lives. You may be watching this and jumping into content creation is just not your thing. What still holds true for you is this: you are a brand. A brand is not a logo. A brand is an experience. So in your industry, in your company, in your organization, you represent a value added to the overall mission to your business or nonprofit. So day in and day out, you show up and remind your colleagues, partners, and clients of your brand. Why is that important? It's because if you want more, and most of us want more, meaning, impact, responsibility, purpose, revenue, become aware of the experience you provide to those around you, your brand. Do you serve others? Do you solve interesting problems? Are you consistent? Do you collaborate well? Are you a builder, creator, equipper of others? How do you deal with stress and overcome obstacles? Are you problem or solution oriented? All these things together is a mosaic that builds your brand. So if you're watching this and you have this aha moment and you go, oh, I really want this, I get it. Ask yourself this: what is standing in your way? Lack of confidence, trouble getting out of survival into creative mode, loss of clear vision for the future, not enough guidance. What is it? And then go fix it. Because if you do, if you really start paying attention to your brand and the impact, the value you bring in the marketplace, there's just no limits of what can happen. If you're watching this and having this aha moment and you want some more practical pointers, go to Xponential.life. We actually offer a free training there that you can get access at any time. The bottom line is this: if you want to offer higher value, you need to get to higher thinking. And that is your personal brand. solve some problems in interesting ways. Even if you're not a content creator offline, you are the brand. You absolutely are the brand, whether you like it or not, whether you recognize it or not, whether you say this or not, because you are an experience. People around you know what to expect. So elevate that, and the opportunities come in flowing. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you want this kind of stuff and much more that we offer at Headspace by Christian Ray Flores, go to christianrayflores.com and subscribe to my newsletter, where all kinds of stuff, all kinds of links, materials, resources are posted every Sunday morning, and you'll get it in your inbox. Thank you again for tuning in.